I'm Rich Colgard, the publisher of Forbes. I'm here today at the Cincinnati headquarters of Procter Gamble, the world's leader in consumer packaged goods. Here with me today is Procter Gamble's CIO Filippo Passerini and Melanie Healy, Group President of North America. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, Mel, there's almost nothing that happens in an organization today that doesn't involve IT. When you talk about growth, expansion, increasing revenues, maximizing margins, all of those business issues, how do you incorporate your thinking about IT into those questions?
Well, let me start by saying what I love about Filippo, and since he's come into this role, is he brought the business angle, growing the business, getting more productive into IT, as opposed to IT being more of a back office support system. And I think it's just been transformational for the company. Filippo has brought new technologies that enable us all to collaborate better. He has put all of his IT leaders who are connected to us as presidents just put great talent behind them, and we have in turn brought them into our leadership team to be an active member of the team.
When you came to P&G, what were your goals so that you could be able to develop relationships with people like Mel to drive that kind of innovation?
Everything starts with the business, and we're compelling business value. It's not about technology. Technology comes last. First of all, we have to understand what we need, what is impacting P&G business, and then how technology can enable, lead, support all of that. But it is always with the business first. Secondly, I think we information technology people, we need to speak the business language, and then more importantly, penetrate the business, understand the business. So third and last, I would articulate it, Rich, as what we need now in the IT field is not any longer a technologist with some understanding of the business. It is the other way around. We need business people who have passion for technology, but fundamentally business people.
Mel is Group President of North America, and you're responsible for some of P&G's crucial channels into the global marketplace. How do you think about technology?
Well, it starts with clear strategies on the business. And once we have those nailed, we sit down with Filippo and my IT leader for North America as well, and we come up with what is a plan that enables us to deliver those strategies faster, cheaper, and better. And so the plan might be, how do you get the right data in front of the right people quickly so that we can react faster? Or it might be, we need this capability, or we have this capability, but we need to get it to be more productive. And so those are the kinds of discussions that we'll have as a team, and we'll put what we call a joint business plan together. And that joint business plan will then be what we measure ourselves against and measure Filippo's team against for the rest of the year. Filippo and I will meet once every 3 months together with the IT team on the North America business or the global channel business, and we'll go through that joint business plan and see, okay, are we ticking it off, ticking all the right things off? And not only that, but Filippo also likes to know, okay, well, how am I doing on service? Rate me. Is it a 10? Is it a 1? And so we go through that as well. So he demands to know exactly what's going on and what the feedback is, and is it meeting the business needs or not.
We need to keep the lights on and in a very reliable and very cost-effective way. But what is more important for us, which is exactly Mel's point, is to focus on those technologies which lead to new business models, new ways to do business, transforming the way the business is done. And so that's why moving towards the real-time operations, the ability to track and anticipate real time what is going on in the business, the ability to visualize megadata, big data into insights. So translate all this massive quantity of information into alerts or into key insights. That is really, really critical, and that's why for the last couple of years we've been investing a lot in business intelligence, in analytics.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the phrase big data because it's on everyone's lips. When you look at that, Mel, you see this trend and applying the advanced analytics that Filippo talked about. What would you like to accomplish over the next 5 years, knowing the technology trends are moving in the way they're moving?
Be able to sit with our customers, for example, and look at this data together and identify exciting new opportunities has been truly enabling for us to develop stronger relationships with our customers, and from a consumer standpoint as well, being able to go in and understand what are the trends, what are the hot buzzwords out there, how can we quickly jump on them, and again, deliver better experiences to our consumers. At the end of the day, you know, our consumers, if we are giving them value because of the data that they are providing us, then that's going to be positively viewed. If we're not giving them any value out of the data they give us, then you know it's not going to get us anywhere.
Other than Coca-Cola, I can't think of a company that reaches 2/3 of the world's population. Do you ever wake up and think about those huge numbers and how you're going to touch those customers?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. It doesn't actually keep me awake much at night. I think it's very exciting, to be honest. You know, the world is a small place at the end of the day. And, you know, I think figuring out how we can increasingly connect the world to each other, connect the world to our brands, is a tremendous opportunity. And again, it's all about, you know, that establishing that one-to-one relationship, but also understanding how to best service that consumer better than anyone else. And that's what will have them continue to come back.
Prior CEO of Procter Gamble, who was a very good visionary, A.G. Lafley, bought into the idea of mass customization, that technology will make that possible. And it seemed to me that you were hinting when you talked about the one-to-one relationship, Mel, and could both of you maybe address that? I know this is a little futuristic. But
yeah, no, I mean, I think everything in life is an and, it's not an or, right? And so it's absolutely about establishing that one-to-one relationship, but it's also about leveraging this network to deliver the mass communication in a way that is different today than it was many years ago, where really TV was everything, right? Or, you know, a big mass chain was everything, and now you can see lots of different business models surfacing, and it's our goal to make sure we're delivering better against that.
You are a passionate chess player, and I wondered if you could speak to how your passion in chess informs you, particularly when you think about the chessboard of the global economy and the opportunity for Procter & Gamble and the whole subject of innovation.
I like chess game for a number of reasons, but probably the most important one is because I believe it's a beautiful metaphor for life and for business. So in chess, of course, the more you think forward and the more you anticipate what your opponent may be doing, the more likely it will be that you win the game. But there is so much you can think. At some point you have to move, because also there is a clock, there is a time, so what I think is a beautiful analogy here is the need to think strategically, think forward, but at some point make the move.
I'd love to hear of an example of how the two of you work together specifically on a business transformation project at P&G.
I think a good example we have, which is very fresh. One of our backbone systems within P&G, which is from the moment we receive an order from our customers to the moment we plan shipping to our customers, delivering, invoicing. As you can imagine, this is the mother of all systems, because if that doesn't work or doesn't work well, fundamentally we are unable to ship our products, and so we will not be on the supermarket shelf, which is the worst thing that could happen to us. So we wanted to replace a legacy system we had with a new and much more powerful one to again give new capabilities, new features, new functionalities to the North American business. And Mel and I co-sponsored this mega project. But what is interesting here is the how Mel and I did it, and I'm sure she will elaborate on it, because we were so much together, so much joined at the hip.
When we first looked at replacing the system, you asked me earlier, if I lost any sleep. Well, I lost a lot of sleep just thinking about this one. Because if anything went wrong, literally it would be material for the company. And not just material for the company, but material for some of our customers too. So the planning that had to go into this was incredible. And if Filippo and I were not joined at the hip and willing to supplement each other on potential gaps that might occur, it would never have worked. So, between Filippo's obviously understanding of the systems and the technology and the supplier side of it, he would clearly play a leading role in that. And for me, I would play very much a leading role with our business leaders, because the details and the planning were critical. And so holding every business leader accountable for their part of the transformation was enormously important. And that's what we did. We had all of our general managers in North America, holding themselves accountable for leading the change in master data, all the systems, how the products were ordered, whether all the weights were right in the product. I mean, a lot of detail. Not typically the kind of detail that general managers like to get into. But if any of their categories or any of our customer teams went wrong on this, it would be catastrophic for the entire system. So, just leading that level of detailed work, and then partnering with Filippo. I remember one time through the project, we did run into an issue, and Filippo very quickly said, I will pull 50 people from this project and put it on this so that we can quickly catch up and keep going. So it was just a great partnership between the two of us. It really was.